Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a premiere video tonight. It's probably going to premiere at like 1 or so, somewhere around then, for the next Coldplay's Marathon Studio album for their second album, A Rush of Blood to the Head, that I just got done listening to. Sorry if I sound really tired. Uh, I'm about ready to go to bed in just a moment after this review. But I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this second Coldplay album in their discography uh, that I'm reviewing, that I just started reviewing, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I actually liked the first song. The opening track was really good, and I was really pleased with it. In My Place had some moments where I wasn't sure if I was liking, honestly. Chris Martin's singing in it sounded fine, but then there were certain moments that I wasn't sure if I liked in the song, with how he was singing the chorus, with his falsetto voice. It just, I don't know, it made me cringe a bit, but the ending to the song did a lot better. It brought the song back up to a better standard. So I'd give that a 4.5 out of 5 for In My Place. Wasn't my favorite song, but it wasn't a bad song. God Put a Smile Upon Your Face was really good. Um, The Scientist was a really good track. I've heard it on the radio before, but my favorite one was the song Clocks. I really like the way that song is sounding. It sounds really good. The piano work, which I heard it before on the radio. I'm like, oh yeah, this song. I I could spot this song out in a moment, and I'm like, oh, that's the song Clocks by Coldplay. Which it is a really good song. Daylight was very good. I like the melody to it and how it's playing out in the song. Keep in mind, this is like over 50-minute song of an album, so you're spending 54 minutes of your time listening to this album, but it is worth the listen. It was a really good album. Green Eyes. I didn't like the lyric in that song where he's saying, "You are a rock, and I'm standing upon you," or something like that. And I'm standing on you, or something like that. I was like, that is the most cringiest lyric I've heard. Sorry that you heard that. Oh no, that's the phone being fully charged. So, yep. But yeah, Green Eyes wasn't really my favorite song because of that lyric. It really ruined the song for me a bit. And then there were some other lyrics in that song that I wasn't sure if I was liking. But for what it went for, I think Green Eyes was not bad, but is my least favorite. Warning Sign was really good. Um, it did drag on for a bit, for 5.5 minutes, but it works. Um, the production and the mixing in the song sounds pretty good. So it's mostly a slow paced kind of song. They're pretty much known for making slow paced kind of songs. Not really heavy tracks. Like the first album had some heavy tracks. I There's one good thing I can say about the song In My Place. It had a good guitar solo and a good drum work in it. So that was a good thing. But Chris Martin singing it, I don't know if I feel for it. Um yeah, Whisper was a really good song. I really enjoyed that track. It was like almost 4 minutes, so not very long, but still was a good listen. Rush of Blood to the Head was the longest song on this album you're gonna find to be the longest song. So Yeah, that was a good track. I like Chris Martin's singing in it. Sounds really good. Um, and finally, Amsterdam. It was very mellow, and yeah, in a way, I enjoyed it. But Coldplay is known for making mellow songs when they try to. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but in this case, I think this album did really good. I'm actually liking the beginning of their discography, but I guess towards their later discography, it starts to get a little predictable with how they're sounding. But I'll mention about my concerns about it in the later videos for their next album reviews for Milo Xyloto and continuing on. But overall, I think Coldplay's A Rush of Blood to the Head album was a really good album. Highly recommend you check this out if you haven't heard it. I would recommend the song Clocks and The Scientists because those were my favorite songs. Mostly Clocks. That's probably the best song you're going to find on this album. And everything else was very good too, except for In My Place and Green Eyes. I wasn't a huge fan of those songs, so they were my least favorites. But hey, the album didn't do that terrible. So for a score, I'm gonna give Coldplay's A Rush of Blood to the Head album a 9 out of 10. This was another really good album, and I'm very excited to review the album with the Speed of Sound song, which is going to be the next album review, and that'll be on Tuesday. You'll see that Tuesday, maybe a premiere video or something, I don't know for sure. But I'll keep you guys updated on what I decide to do for that. But yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this Coldplay album, A Rush of Blood to the Head. If you've heard it, it is getting a 9 out of 10 because I really enjoyed this album. And if you did like this album review that I made for you guys, which it will be a premiere video tonight, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you for another video tomorrow. It's going to be for the throwback movie review. That'll be another premiere video probably at midnight on the 20th. So I'm going to watch the movie tomorrow and then I'm going to review it like I guess after I'm done watching it. Sometime tomorrow I'm going to be watching it. But yeah, I hope you did find this album review by Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head album review to be enjoyable. Like I said, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Sorry about my last video where I was ranting about this Cooper stuff YouTuber. I had to get some things off my chest about how I felt about this YouTuber. And yeah, I don't like his content, honestly. And I don't like what he says in his videos, honestly. So yeah, uh, he's better off making music with his band Skillet than he is talking about ranty-ish stuff. But that's just my opinion. And you don't have to agree with me on it, it's just how I feel when I'm watching his videos. But I hope you enjoyed this album review for Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Definitely stay safe. Take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this premiere video that's going to be premiered tonight. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.